If you're thinking about buying a home here in Bedford, Massachusetts, whether you're looking to invest here or you're just moving to the area, I'm going to share with you 4 best areas to buy a home here. Stay tuned. We're going to get at it right now. All right, so coming on number 1, it will be the Buttonwood Park neighborhood, which is the Buttonwood Park neighborhood. It's in this area right here, and I will explain a little bit why this area is very special. And so the Buttonwood Park, it's this area right here. Now, this is a decent neighborhood to buy a home because number 1 is the hospital. So you are very close to the hospital, which is the hospital is right around here on this area right here. Right here is the hospital. So if you're looking to buy a home near the hospital, this is actually a very nice area. And I will be checking some homes too, so we can check and compare some prices, because the price is going to depend on what area you're trying to move here to New Bedford. Some areas are more expensive than some other areas, and also the property taxes too in some areas are more expensive than some other areas, which is in this area right here. The homes tend to be a little bit more expensive, and also the property taxes seems to be a little bit more. Now in this area right here, let me show you. So here you have, right here is actually a zoo. It's a nice decent area right here, and there's a nice walking trail that I like in this neighborhood, which is I actually live near this neighborhood, and I wanted to stay very close to the hospital. Both of my kids were born there, so for me, I chose this area because I wanted to stay very close to the hospital. So I'm in this area right here where I am just like 2-3 minutes away from the hospital. So whenever I need to go to the hospital or my kids, we're just right there. Because if you are in the deep north end, you are kind of far from the hospital. You're probably like 20-25 minutes drive from the hospital. Now the other thing about this area here is you have the Highway 140, which is right here. You have the Highway 140, which this will take you to places like Boston. If you go into the Western Mass, you are very close to the highway. And the other thing about this area too is right here you have the Shaw's Market. I don't shop at Shaw's, but if you shop at Shaw's, you're very close to Shaw's, and you are very close to North Dartmouth. You are very close to North Dartmouth, which is right here. Now, from here, that's North Dartmouth, and they have the high school right here, which is a pretty decent high school. They also have middle school here too. And so if you're in this area here, you're just a few minutes away. And I like to go to North Dartmouth because that's where all the big stores are, like Home Depot, Walmart, Target, Best Buy. So I am very close to North Dartmouth. Now let's take a look at some homes so we can kind of have an idea how much you'll pay for a home in this area, which is it is expensive. A lot of these, sometimes you'll find some big homes in this area here, like 10 bedrooms homes, and those are like in the $1 million range. So I'm gonna go on my website real quick and we'll take a look at some homes in this area. Now, if we take a look at here on my website, there's a couple of homes available for sale right here in this area, which is the average home prices in this area is right around $400,000 and up, depends on the size. And you can see this one, $439,000. Then you have another one, $425,000, $425,000, $429,000. So yeah, you're looking around $400,000 plus in this area, which is also a lot of these homes are single-family homes. You might find some multi-family homes in between, but most of them will be single-family homes. And the other thing about this area too, you are not too far from high school. So let's get back on the Google map and I'll show you a little bit more about this area. Then we'll move on to the next area. And the other thing about this area here too, you're not too far from New Bedford High, and you're not too far from the middle school, which is if you're in this area right here. And let me show you the high school. So the high school is right here. So you're just about 5 to 10 minutes from high school, and then you have the middle school right next to high school too, which is you're not too far. This is a decent area right here as well too. And but yeah, so this is a very decent area here. And next area that we're gonna cover is the northern area. And the northern area is actually one of the most high desirable area. A lot of the time I work with some clients, they want to stay in the north end, and I'll tell you why a lot of people choose the northern area. Now we have deep north end, and like I said before, if you're like, if you stay in like the deep north end, you're kind of far from the south, and you're kind of far from the hospitals. You're like at least 25 minutes out from the hospital. So right here, that's going to be deep north end, which is actually it's a decent area as well. And then here's the highway 140, which is again, if you want to stay somewhere where you can get on the highway right away, if if you're going to be working in Boston, or if you're going to be traveling to Western Mass, then you might want to choose in this area right here, because the highway is right here, very close to the highway. You'll be able to get on it right away. Now, there's a lot of single family homes here. We will take a look at some homes for sale if they have some available in this area. And there's a lot more that you can find in the north end. That's where you're going to find Market Basket, which is actually one of my favorite grocery stores. And the only thing that I don't like about Market Basket is most of the time it is crowded. You're going to find a lot of people there, especially if you go on the weekends. But other than that, they have fresh food there, great prices, and they have a nice soccer field in the northern area that I like. And the other thing too, in the north end, that's where you're going to find most of schools, middle schools, elementary schools. They also have Vogue Tech High School, which is actually a very decent school. And they have a nice elementary school that they just built. It's actually, I think it's elementary school and middle school together. That's actually where my son goes. And now, I bring him there every day, which is about 15 minutes drive from my area where I live. So if you want to stay close to school, if you're not going to be driving, or maybe you're going to be, I don't know, walking to schools, or you might want to stay kind of in the northern area. If you're going to buy a home, it is important that you work with somebody that really knows the area, so you don't end up buying a home in the wrong area if you move into New Bedford. So make sure you work with somebody that can explain the area very well. I've been living here in New Bedford for a long time. I know every corner of New Bedford more than anybody else. I pretty much know almost every street. Now, if we come here, you're going to find a lot of restaurants there too in the north end. Portuguese restaurants, Mexican restaurants, Dominican restaurants, plenty of other stores. Now, one thing with the northern area here, if you come on Acushnet, it is kind of more like a busy road, especially during the summertime. If you come right here on Acushnet Ave, you're gonna find a lot of times, a lot of people there walking on the street, cars going by during the rush hour, like maybe 2:30, 3 o'clock. A lot of school buses over here, so it's kind of busy area right here. So if you don't want to stay somewhere where it's very busy, loud, then I would avoid this area right here near Acushnet and Asher Boulevard. But again, that's where you're going to find most of schools. And also, there's a lot of multifamily homes in this area here too, in the north end. There's like, big homes with the 5-6 units, which is great for investment. If you're looking to invest, I highly recommend the north end area. And, again, the north end is very close to Acushnet. You are close to Acushnet and Fairhaven. And here you have the nice soccer field I was telling you. Really nice field there. And then you have Market Basket right here. Market Basket, Taco Bell. They have Starbucks that they just opened a couple of years ago. Very, very nice area. Now let's take a look at some homes here in the north area, and let's check some prices right now, and we can see how much you can expect to pay in this area. Now the zip code for the deep north end it's 02745, and let's take a look at some homes here, what they have available. This one for 995,000. Oh no, sorry, that's a Cushnet. That's a Cushnet. So they have one for 150,000. Then you see another one. Oh, that's a condominium, 314,000. And if we come here near Acushnet Ave, oh, that's got to be a land. They have some 525,000, 495. So you're looking around for a single family home in this area in the north end. You're looking around 450,000 plus, and for a multifamily, like something like this. No, wait, that's actually a land. Hold on, let me see if I can find a multifamily home in this area, which is a lot of the time it's the multifamily homes, they don't stay on the market, they move quick. People look for those all the time, investors buying those all the time. But for a multifamily, usually in the northern area, you're looking around 600,000 plus. Depends on the size. And New Bedford is actually, it's a very hot market. Houses don't really last on the market here in New Bedford. If it's priced right, they move quick. People buy them all the time, and there's people moving to New Bedford, and investors also, they buy them all the time. So if you're planning to buy a home here in New Bedford, you have to act fast. You have to move fast because there's so many people buying. I have so many people waiting, so many people on the line waiting to find a deal here in New Bedford. It is very competitive market, and it is very tough. Oh yeah, found one. Look right here, got this 3-family home right here, $650,000 here in New Bedford in the northern area, and you have another one, 519. That's a 2-family, I believe. And then we have some more, 475,000, 2-family, 4 bedrooms. It's probably 2 bedrooms on each floor. But you get the idea how much you can expect to pay when buying a home here in New Bedford. Now let's move to the next area. Next area, it's gonna be the deep south end. That's where the beach is located, and this one is the one that I get a call the most. People want to stay very close to the beach, and sometimes you'll find some vacation home in this area. And I actually did a vlog in this neighborhood, so if you haven't seen that one, you could go to my channel and check the New Bedford playlist, and you can see the video that a vlog that I did there recently. But the southern area right here, that's kind of more like deep south end. And right here you are very close to the beach right here. And there's a lot of single family homes in this area here. And right here there's actually this is a nice restaurant there. If you ever visit New Bedford, especially during summertime, this place is packed. There's so many people come over here. And then here you have the Table Park, which is it's actually very nice. They have a military museum there that you can visit. A lot of history here in this area. Now, one thing about this area, during the winter time, it is very cold. As you are very close to the water. It gets so cold during the winter time. If you buy a home in this area, you're probably gonna spend more money on the heat during the winter time, and you might also need flood insurance since you are very close to the water. Now this is kind of deep south end. And then the other thing too, with the south area, there's not really that many amenities there. There's a couple stores. They have Stop and Shop and Price Right, and there's Burger King, McDonald's, but there's not that many amenities compared to the north area. And also they have Taco Bell too. We didn't have this Taco Bell before, but they just opened this, I would say maybe like 3 years ago. There's a lot of things that they open in New Bedford, but in this area here in the south, that's more, especially right here, especially in this area, this is more like if you want looking for if you're looking for a place where it's like quiet, maybe just looking to retire, you want to stay just close to the water, enjoy the view, you might want to choose this area right here. And a lot of the time too, it's you're barely going to find a homes for sale in this area. There's not many home for sales on the market, and there's like one, I think there's like one middle school and maybe a couple elementary schools in the south end. But there's not that many homes there. There's also a new police station that they just built in this area here. There's a new police station here, which is pretty nice in this area, and you're gonna find a lot of multi-family homes in this area right here. And during the summertime too, in this area, it can be loud during the summertime. As you know, a lot of people travel, a lot of people come to the beach, so it gets very loud during the summertime. That's something to consider if you're buying a home in that area. And there's, like I said, there's not that many stuff here. And right here from the south end, you're a little bit far from the hospital. So let's say if you buy a home here in the deep south end near the beach, here's the hospital. So from here to the hospital, if you're gonna drive, it's about 15 minutes drive. It's still closer than the deep north end. Now, if you're gonna be now from here to deep north end, let me show you. One second. So from here to deep north end, let's say you're going all the way over here to deep north end. Now that's going to be about 25 minutes drive. You could take the highway 18. It is going to take you some time to go. And also the other thing about this area here too, you're kind of far from the highway. If you're going to be going to Boston, now if you're right here, you come right here, take the highway 18 before you can get on the highway 140. That could take you at least 15 to 20 minutes before you can get on the highway 140. Now let's take a look at some homes they have available on the market in this area. Now the zip code for this area is 02744, and the home prices in this area, you can see this one $575,000. This one is near the beach, and like I said before, you're not gonna find that many homes for sale in this area, especially here near the beach. We have another one $570,000, and actually I do believe, this home, they just renovate this home. Beautiful home here. And then you have another one $580,000. This one is a multi-family home. It's two family home, 6 bedrooms, 2 beds, $580,000. Then you have one for $269,000. There's another one for $700,000. Wow. Yeah, it is. The home prices here in Bedford has become very expensive. It's very crazy. 1 million. Oh, that's on County Street. Then you have one $580,000. I think the cheapest home that you probably gonna find here is right around $350,000. I don't think you're gonna find anything less than that. A couple of years ago, homes like these would cost like $250,000, but that's not the case anymore here in Bedford. A lot of things has changed. The market has gone up a lot, as people are buying these homes like crazy, investors. So it is very expensive now in Bedford. Now let's cover the next area right here. This will cover the west area right here, which is in the west. That's where you're going to find the high school, Bedford High School. So if you want to stay very close to high school, maybe if you're going to be walking to high school from this area right here, which is just a couple minutes walk. A couple years back, when I used to go to high school, I used to live somewhere. So I used to. Oh, actually, hold on. I used to live somewhere over here, so I would walk to high school for like 6 to 10 minutes walk, because the other thing too in this area, if you're going to be going to high school, they're not going to give you the bus, so you're going to be walking to school. And it's a decent area. And also right next to high school, you have the middle school here. And Weston is a nice area. I lived in this area for probably like 5-6 years. Very decent area here. You'll find a mix of single family homes and multi-family homes. There's not much in the Western area. And also here in the Western area, you are not too far from the hospital. You are about, let's say, if you live in this area, and here you are about 10 minutes drive to the hospital. And also you are very close to the Highway 140, and you're also not too far from North Dartmouth. If you want to go to school in North Dartmouth, then you have the zoo, which is Weston. Is a very nice area here. They have a couple restaurants. They have like Domino's Pizza, and there's a couple elementary schools there as well. So like I said, please do your research before you buy a home here in Bedford. There's some areas that you have to avoid. I'm not allowed to steer in any way. You buy your home at your own risk, but please do your research. Work with somebody that really knows the area, because there's some areas that you must avoid. Now let's take a look at some homes here in the West area, and let's compare some prices. And also to the tax here in this area sometimes could be a little bit higher than some other areas here. And the homes too, they don't really stay on the market for that long. They move fast. New Bedford is very competitive market. And there's another one 400,000. You have one for 650,000. Now this actually on County Street, which is kind of a busy street too. Then there's another one 540,000 multi-family home. Now near the high school, you're not going to find that many homes, and a lot of the time too, you're barely going to find new construction homes here in New Bedford. And right here near New Bedford, there's actually right here near New Bedford, they're actually building. There's two new construction homes that they're building over there, and those are going to move quick. So it is, if you reach out to me, I can try to get you a new construction home here in New Bedford. And you have one here for 230,000, and that's going to be a condominium right there. But you can see there's not that many homes for sale here in the Western area. I hope you find this video helpful. If you have any question, reach out to me anytime. I am a local realtor here in New Bedford. My name is Roberto, and feel free to watch my other videos here. I also do a neighborhood store here in New Bedford. Feel free to subscribe to the channel if you want. Until then, I'll see you guys on the next one.